And so therefore, you can't sue the county, you guys, for what the sheriff does or what the DA does, because they're separate. And what the court would do is go through a litany of things to show the separation. And one of those is that you guys don't control the budget of the DA or the sheriff. Would there be any concern that that separation then would leave? And now all of a sudden, when somebody sues the district attorney's office, they might be to sue you too. Would you have that kind of concern?
So one of my least favorite things is running a complete legal analysis on the spot, because
Sure.
I don't think it's very thorough. But just as an initial matter, as a practical matter, we are always sued with the official in most cases. We frequently provide representation under our plan of defense once we undertake representation. We also provide payment of the judgment, should there be one. So we are already on the hook, so to speak, if we are sued with them. I think, and to make it clear, I don't know that any of us are here to take a position on what should be done. I think that is within the purview of your body to make legislative recommendations. But an argument in favor of more control might be that if we are on the hook for the liability, that it is, we don't have any control over the actions of the officials who are generating the potential liability, but remain on the hook for providing defense and also payment of the judgment.
But normally in those cases, you guys are actually dismissed, and there's actually a question about, especially for sheriffs, whether you're actually technically on the hook or not.
Once
The
we
county will pay it, but
once
it's
we,
not necessarily
okay,
key.
I will say this. In the
Yeah.
27 years that I have worked in government defense, I have never known any of the governmental entities I have worked with not to pay the judgment, should there be one after we have undertaken representation. And under the current iteration of our plan of defense in Fulton County, once we undertake representation, unless there is cause and we discontinue representation, we would be providing payment of the judgment, should there be one, or settlement.
But from a standpoint of being sued, Mr. Chair, would that give you any concern that when a district attorney now is sued, they're also going to they can legally bring in Fulton County if you guys started trying to dictate salaries? There's a possibility that could happen. Would that give you any concern?
Probably.
Okay. And I bring that up because just in first many cases, but in 2023, you have a federal court case that says County has to be dismissed because the law in Georgia shows that exclusively that the district attorney is a separate entity from the county. And one of the things that they point out is that the district attorney controls the compensation, and counties only possess the power to approve the amount. And so I guess my point just is, you said would concern you, if you get into the business now of actually trying to control compensation, it might just do an intermingling. And that's just a question that I had, and you answered it. Someone had spoken about the open checkbook. Can you kind of tell us about that? That you were saying that you could go online about the open checkbook. Can you
Yes.
kind of tell us what that is?
It's an open part of our open government platform. If you go to the county's website under Inside Fulton, it's like on the far right, Inside Fulton, scroll down from that, you'll find a button that you can press that will take you to our open government platform. We have open budget, where you can go and look and see what the budget and actual expenditures are. Open checkbook, I believe it goes back 5 years, includes vendor payments. It's updated. Currently, I believe it's updated on a weekly basis. But that information has been out there for a while.
In fact, go ahead.
We've had a service interruption as a result of our cyber incident, so we're just now, in the last week or so, been able to bring that back online.
Yeah, because my colleague over here is totally fascinated by it, because you can actually pull up every every law firm or whatever that's getting business in real time and see exactly what their bills are, can you not?
You can see their payment
Payments,
amounts.
right,
Yes.
right. You can actually see their payments amount up to, I believe, you said it's updated weekly.
Yes, it should be updated weekly.
So a lot of the questions that we have as far as like payments and openness, it seems to me that you guys actually are very open, doing way more than Richmond County, quite frankly, that you guys are very open as far as how this process works.
We have been working on our transparency for a while now. But yes, we try to have as much information available as possible.
Anything else? That's good. I don't have anything else, Mr. Chair.
Senator Jones, while we got you here as an ex-solicitor, how is a solicitor's budget handled? Is it the same as the DA's or different? Is it, it's a similar situation. Solicitors are elected by the people for their judicial circuit, or are they on a county basis or judicial circuit?
Oh, well, if you have one, you're on a county basis.
Okay.
Because every county does not necessarily have to have a solicitor.
They would only have that if they had a state court.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So the way our budget works
Who pays the
is
solicitor and the
county.
assistant solicitors? The
county.
counties?
Yes.
Totally?
County. Totally.
Okay.
And so the way it works is you just apply, put your budget request in, and they approve it or don't approve it, which normally they're going to approve it. And they give you a lot of discretion. Now, can a solicitor have the same opportunity to say as a constitutional officer?
That was my next
Yeah, I
question.
know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do we have that same opportunity? No, but it also is a prosecutor's office, so normally they're more
Hands-off.
open as far as hands-off, exactly.
Allow for
They're
prosecutorial
always going to give more
discretion, et cetera.
latitude as far as that is concerned, especially on prosecutorial discretion. Yes, absolutely.
So no state funds go to fund the solicitor or assistant solicitors? As far as
If
you know?
it can be like a victim's assistance grant or something of that nature
Yeah.
may be in there, but
Domestic
other than
violence
that,
prosecutors
right, yeah,
and
like a
stuff.
domestic violence, that might be in there. That's something new that was around when I was there, but primarily you're going to the county.
That has been sort of banging around in my mind when you started talking about all the different type of courts that the ORCA funds went to. Some of those are county only, like your magistrate court, your municipal court, your state court, whereas Superior Court system, now you're into state salaries, et cetera. Okay. Y'all have been fantastic and very patient and very cooperative with our committee, and we appreciate that. Thank you all for being here today, and I will await any additional documents that you might be able to produce to me. And Ms. Joe, of course, if you'll let me know about anything that's privileged or confidential before we put anything posted to the public site.
I will, and I also committed that I would look at the ethics code regarding gifts and honoraria, and I wanted to let you know that I did find the sections that I was thinking of.
All right, you want to tell me?
Yes, I will go through it real quickly,
Sections.
hopefully. So there is a prohibition of any officer or employee to solicit or receive any gift from a prohibited source. The prohibited source is defined as someone, among other things,